The small countryside hotel stood quietly at the very border of a thick green forest. Inside the main lobby, warm afternoon sunlight poured through the tall glass walls, painting golden patterns across the shiny marble floor. The place felt so calm that the only sounds were the soft hum of the air conditioner and the gentle scribbling of a pen. Behind the reception counter stood a young receptionist named Lena. She was slim, short, and neatly dressed in a light blue uniform. Her long hair was tied back in a low ponytail, and her eyes remained fixed on the reservation register as she wrote carefully. Above her, a security camera watched everything from the ceiling, capturing each movement without pause. Outside the entrance, summer air drifted in through the half-open glass door. Trees swayed lightly in the breeze, and sunlight danced on their leaves. That slightly open door, meant only for fresh air, unknowingly created a path for something unexpected. From the front steps, a dark shadow slipped into the lobby as silently as smoke. It was a fully grown leopard. Its golden coat was marked with bold black rosettes, but it looked rough and dirty, as if it had crawled through mud for days. Its claws tapped softly against the tile, a faint clicking sound that echoed like slow ticking. The security system instantly detected unusual movement and flashed a red warning on the monitoring screen. The leopard moved carefully, its body weak and unstable. Its eyes looked dull, not aggressive, almost confused, like an animal that had woken up after suffering too long. Its stomach looked empty, its breathing heavy, and its legs trembled with exhaustion. Step by step, it came closer until it stood just a few feet behind Lena. Its long shadow stretched across the floor and reached her back. Every second of this terrifying moment was recorded clearly by the camera. Lena turned slightly to grab a towel from the counter. The moment her eyes landed on the leopard, her entire body froze. Her face turned pale, her eyes widened, and her breath caught in her throat. She did not scream, she did not run. Instead, she slowly stepped backward, forcing herself to stay steady. The leopard did not lunge, it simply tilted its head, staring at her with an expression that felt more painful than threatening. The lobby air seemed to disappear, and time felt painfully slow. Then, the leopard released a low, weak sound. Its head dropped, its body swayed. Lena noticed blood dripping from its left front leg. A rusty metal trap was still clamped tightly above the paw, cutting deep into the flesh. The wound was swollen and badly infected. The leopard tried to take one more step, but its strength failed. It collapsed onto the floor with a heavy breath, still alive, but barely holding on. Lena stepped away carefully and pulled out her phone with shaking fingers. She called the nearest wildlife rescue center, describing the location and the animal's condition with a trembling yet determined voice. Within 10 minutes, a rescue pickup arrived sharply at the entrance. 3 trained staff members rushed in with medical bags, a tranquilizer rifle, and transport gear. They surrounded the leopard safely, checked its breathing, and calculated the anesthetic dose. A dart was fired gently into its thigh. The leopard flinched, but did not fight. Within moments, its body relaxed into sleep. Using special tools, the rescuers removed the trap. Fresh blood flowed again, revealing deep tissue damage. They cleaned the wound, wrapped it tightly, and lifted the leopard onto a stretcher. Lena stepped forward, her hands trembling, and asked quietly, "Will it live?" The rescue leader smiled softly. "You called at the perfect time. A few more hours, and it could have been too late." The leopard, later named Ruto, meaning hope from the forest, was taken away for treatment. Days later, it began to recover, and weeks after that, it was released back into the wild, where it belonged. And in that silent hotel lobby, one calm receptionist became a symbol of courage, while one wounded leopard became a living miracle.